Good morning, my traveling fanatics. How are we today? I literally woke up like 15 minutes ago. I know I look very, very exciting. It's also pretty cold outside. I have just left my friend's house. Basically, just sitting outside because she had to go to work. Cool thing I want to tell you about this town. It's called Fairley. It's like where she lives. She recently got. She's a teacher, and she lived in London for a couple of years, being a teacher, and now she moved here in this teeny town. They have like 700 people living in here, so it's like very, very tight knit community, you can say, and it's just like incredible. Everyone knows everyone, and it's just pretty full on. I guess it could feel a bit full on, especially for someone who moved from like one of the biggest cities with millions of people to like something where there's like, a teeny tiny little fraction of it. I tried getting vegan food last night. Didn't really watch them cook it or double check it before I took it home because we got some takeaways. It was not vegan. It was not on vegetarian, even though we ordered a vegetarian meal. But it doesn't matter because I just left it, and she had some pasta and veggies in her cupboard, so I just cooked that instead. And it's slightly cold this morning. I think it gets up to -20 over winter in this little area. Then we're not too far from Mount Cook, which is like a mountain here on the South Island in New Zealand, and they recently got snow as well, so it definitely made that cooler as well. The sleeping was good. I've spent the last 2 nights sleeping in sleeping bags, so that's all good. That's it's becoming more accustomed to that. What I wanted to tell you actually about the school, what I think is interesting, is like these kids, they have about 200 kids in this community and 500 adults. It's a lot of kids when you think about it, but it doesn't, like, yeah, 3 adults or something to one kid. I don't know. I'm a bit tired right now. I'll cut that out probably. My early morning mathematics. But basically, the kids have an option. They have like so many different kind of activities and curriculum in their school program. So they can do photography, they can do all kinds of sports. Like last weekend she's telling me that they did like this trail bike thing over 2 days in neighboring mountains on like their mountain bikes, and it was like a charity ride, and it's like insane. They do ice skating because there's a ring, because it's like next to the mountain, it's like it's cold enough. They do like all of your standard sports, your basketball, volleyball, netball, rugby, everything. They also have like a photography club. Like it's insane. I feel like wow, like it's a pretty tiny school, and so many, like, they're just getting kids interested in everything and anything. And another interesting thing is some kids can take on skiing because like literally the mountain is just over there. You can go skiing. And on Wednesdays during the winter and snowy seasons, like half of spring and half of autumn kind of thing, when the snow is good enough, they just take every single week Wednesday off, and all the kids can go to the mountain and ski all day long on every Wednesday, and that counts as their school. Like they can do that, and it doesn't count as wagging or anything. They just, it counts as school. I think it's so cool. It's pretty exciting. Anyway, should we get on the road? We'll be hitting Christchurch today, and yeah, it's been a very interesting trip. Again, not the trip, not 100% the trip I thought I would do. I was planning, but reasonably close to it. The floods and the a recent cyclone that hit New Zealand closed off the roads to and from Kaikoura. So the other way up that island is actually through the mountains, and it will take about 4 days, my estimate. Like, because it's also very divided, like where you can stay overnight, so it'll have to be about 4 days. And it's just, yeah, like I'll have to fly out and do all that kind of stuff. So I'm afraid, like, I obviously have like a couple of days to do it, but not like double that. So I made a decision to just ride to Christchurch and fly back to Wellington because I need to do a couple of things there, and I want to see my mum, and I'm also catching up with another friend there, and then back home. So it's been quite an interesting, really, trip, and I've experienced different kinds of things on it as well, and it's pretty good. So let's have an awesome, epic day today. Get going.